Why are so many of us afraid to really go for what we want in life, to create what we dream of, or to lead and inspire others? We think, nah, I couldn't do that. I'd never have the time to do that. But if we're really honest with ourselves, we're often afraid because we're worried what we'd look like to other people and to ourselves. Now, you can end up thinking, but what will they think of me? Who am I to do that? And if we fail, we think we'll look like a failure to others and feel like one too. Or we think, I'm not capable of that, I'd just burn out. But if you manage your energy and give your body what it needs, you can experience the power of setting an extraordinarily ambitious goal. You see, with an extraordinarily ambitious goal, you don't just do it to try and reach that specific goal. You do it to see what you're truly capable of, so it can show to you clearly whether your priorities are straight or not. If you don't think you have the time, it will push you to see where you do have the time that you could be spending on your mission. If you think you don't have the energy, it will push you to learn how to think, eat, and behave to generate more energy. Let's say your goal is pretty far-fetched, or even slightly outside of what you currently think is possible. Even if you don't hit the target, if you really go for it, you'll learn what is possible, and maybe it's a whole lot more than you previously imagined. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about one big goal for your entire life. Although, of course, some people do choose an extraordinarily ambitious goal that might take 20 years for the fruit to bear. But what about at least attempting a huge leap forward over, say, a month towards the goals of your core mission, whether that's building a business, working on your health, practicing your craft, or mastering a skill? It will show you what's possible. The power of an extraordinarily ambitious goal is that you will learn so much in the process, and so much that will help you achieve all other future goals. The power is in the chances you'll create for momentum to build, where you start learning how to be exponentially more resourceful, learn exponentially faster, and create a greater amount of desired results with less action. You will think things you've never thought before, see opportunities that you never even noticed before, and get flashes of inspiration and insight on how to make things easier and more efficient. And you'll have times where you make mistakes. Maybe you'll stay up too late, get drunk when you perhaps shouldn't have, and you'll learn along the way, learning to do less of the things you don't want to do and more of the things that, let's be honest, you really do, more of your highest path. So if you're feeling a calling right now to stretch yourself and see what you're really capable of, then I encourage you to make a commitment. Something based around the small amount of things that you need to do to create the biggest positive momentum in your specific goals, dreams, or life mission. Now, you can create a mantra designed to keep you on course throughout your commitment. Over the next X number of days, I commit to, insert your commitment, and I put out energy every day towards my commitment. Something like that. If you're attempting to write a book, perhaps it's getting a certain number of pages drafted within 60 days. If you're on a mission to become a professional musician, perhaps it's sending your work out to a big set number of DJs, radio shows, or publishers over the next month. Or maybe your thing is sports or athletics, and perhaps it's setting a deadline to beat a personal best just outside the range of what you previously considered highly unlikely. Or perhaps it's building a business and you want to provide an incredible service to a large target number of people as possible over the next 3 months. Or If your life's mission is positive activism and world change, then perhaps it's aiming to impact a massive number of people in 1 year. Now, it's different for everybody. For Elon Musk, it's putting humans on Mars by 2024. But for someone else, it might just be doing the things to recover from a debilitating illness and take their physical health to the higher levels. And if you take time to consider what's really important to you, where your energy is best placed, you'll know what your commitment should be. But perhaps you already do. And when you start taking massive action on this commitment, don't be obsessively measuring the results and judging yourself along the way all the time. Be forgiving of your mistakes. Don't worry if you're behind. Just keep going anyway and be open to things changing at the last moment. For many people who have taken on an extraordinarily ambitious goal and commit to following through, things often do. And if you miss the mark, so you made massive progress. The value is in your attempt. It's how you grow and develop yourself in the process. And if you manage to pull it off, then you've done it. You can reap the harvest. You've taken an exponential leap forward in your skills, athleticism, or a step or 10 towards creating the things that you want for your life. You broke through a personal record, built something incredible, or stirred up a huge wave of the positive change you want to see in the world. That's the power of an extraordinarily ambitious goal. Peace.